Good evening and welcome to your News Now Sports. I'm Dwayne Scott. We check in on St. John's of the Midwest Athletic Conference for this edition of our countdown to kickoff. With the season filled with injuries that ultimately derailed the Blue Jays this season, St. John's will need their young core to step up if they look to return to Week 11 and make their first deep playoff push since 2017.
Countdown to Kickoff is brought to you by Metzger Financial Services.
The St. John's Blue Jays are coming off a 4-6 season while going 2-6 in the MAC, placing them 7th among the pack. That included 2 state representatives last season in Marion Local and Versailles. Entering his 26th season at the helm, head coach Todd Schulte's crew experienced a lot of injuries and adversity, including losing their starting quarterback that plagued their overall season.
We had suffered a couple injuries in key spots, and we had to do a lot of moving around, and our depth wasn't great. So, it was a lot of guys getting some playing time that probably just weren't quite ready.
I mean, losing our starting quarterback, that always hurts. It's tough to come back from, especially throwing in a first-year guy. I mean, he did good against Fort Recovery, but settled in, played well, but injuries all over. It's tough to come back from.
Obviously, we had injuries later in the season, especially against Fort Recovery. We had a few off starters go down. And then just, tougher competition. The MAC's very tough conference. We just need to be more prepared going into tougher games.
As expected, it's challenging to succeed when you have to rely on players who lack experience. But with it being a new year, it's now seen as only beneficial to have had young players get those live reps, including your current starting quarterback, who had to transition from wide receiver to field general.
And the quarterback was one of those. We lost Grant Alm week 5, so from week 5 or week 6 on, we had Drew Boggs starting quarterback. So there's one of those guys that, he was playing wide receiver for us, and moved him into quarterback. So that's where he's at now, and so he gained a lot of valuable experience.
With 10 seniors moving on from the program, the Jays do have 9 returning seniors led by TJ Wirtz and Josh Mueller, who both made it perfectly clear that's in the trenches that this team needs to improve on in order to make a significant leap this season.
I'd say our offensive line needs to be physical, needs to be better. We need to have better steps, doing everything we need to do.
Definitely getting more penetration on when they're passing. Is we let up a lot of touchdowns through the air. We just need to get more penetration.
Returning seniors TJ Wirtz and Josh Mueller both made second-team All-MAC last season, but they aren't going to let their individual success get in the way of what their team needs to accomplish this year.
As far as our team, I think as long as we get in playoffs, we'll be all right.
As a team, I like 500 because we haven't done that in a long time. Make the playoffs, win a few playoff games.
And with the season almost a week away, this team has their sights on their next game following their regular season finale against New Bremen.
We'd like to be playing Week 11. We want to be in the hunt for Week 11 and make sure we put ourselves in that situation. And the neat thing about football is you have to earn your way into the playoffs, but that's also the crucial thing, because every game is very, very important, and every play in every game is very important. So that's our goal, is we want to make sure that we get a chance playing Week 11.
The St. John's Blue Jays will open up their regular season at home on August 23rd when they welcome in Lehman Catholic to Stadium Park.